Hello there everyone, my name is Zayred, and welcome back to Mortal Kombat XL. Today is our final part today, and we're going to be starting off with fighting Sindel, who once again sadly is not a playable character. I do feel really bad for Sindel though, not just for the fact he's not a playable character, but also because of the fact of, well, in this timeline, Sindel has been under someone's control the entire time. Think about it, in the original game she was under she was under Shao Kahn's control. Well, in MK9. In this game, she's under Quan Chi and Shinnok's control. She's technically never had the chance to be herself, which is bad because Sindel's a nice person and a really good mother, in all honesty. Oh crap. Though I will admit though, one of the good things about her in this game is she's nowhere near as tough as she was last time. I said it as I get pretty much rocked around by her. Jeez. Oh well, this is still nowhere as bad as the Liu Kang or Kano fights. Yes! I love it. No, I love it because of the way she activates it. Because the way she activates is by hitting you with her staff. Hitting you with whatever that thing's called. Can't remember at the moment. And then she does a flip similar to her mom's flip she did to activate her X-ray in MK9. Does what looks like her kiss of death, and then her first attack of the actual X-ray is just like her father's first in MK9. And then she does her own little thing with it too. I don't know why, but I love that. It's a mixture of herself, her mom, and her dad, which I find pretty cool.
I'll remember that.
Jeez.
Back off, princess.
You think mere words can stop me?
Thanks for the assist. Anytime.
You know what just hit me? How do any members of Earthrealm beat Katana? Not just these guys, but anyone at all. I mean, think about it. Katana is over 2,000 years old, and she's an assassin. She has, out of all the heroes, she has one of the biggest kill counts. Except for Jade. I think the only one who might be able to compete with that is Jade. Though I do feel bad. Though I do feel bad for her. Though I do like her ending in MK9, where basically after she defeated Shao Kahn, she took Mileena under her wing, and instead of Jade, Mileena, and Katana then went on to protect like all the realms, which I did kind of like. No! God, I hate that move. Especially though I had to actually fight her for the boss. For the boss tower yesterday. Oh yeah, and here's the worst thing: the faction I'm a part of right now, I'm technically the #1 player within it. That's just how bad we are right now. That's the thing, just because no one else is my faction right now, because as you see here, I clearly suck.
You're not killing anyone.
Well, not right now.
Help Jackie. Messed you up pretty bad.
Great bedside manner. I could fight.
Jackie?
Could've been worse. She could've said you look like shit.
Just like Kurdistan.
Boot it up. You two go. Jackie and I'll handle them.
What?
Poor Smoke.
Forget it.
No, at least I feel bad for like Smoke, Cabal, and Striker, because
See you on the other side.
at least with Sindel, you fight her in story mode. At least with Sindel and Rain, you fight them in story mode. We never get to fight Smoke, we never get to fight Cabal, and we never get to fight Striker. We see them, but we don't get to fight them. They might as well just been left out like Jade was. At least people like seeing Jade.
They taste your flesh. Burrow deep. Inside you, they will grow. Oh,
Ew.
By the gods.
Take forever though. That's gotta be a. That is the key. That's the textbook definition of slow and painful death there.
first father and daughter. Will they taste the same?
Too bad you'll never know. Huh. Ah, crap. It also does kind of remind me, I've actually never seen any of Cassie's brutalities. And that's mostly because I never play as Cassie. Oh god, no. Okay, please let this work. Yes! This may be a waste, but I don't care. Who am I king? This is a waste.
I expected better.
So did Quan Chi and Shinnok, but they got stuck with Devora. No, because fuck you. I'm sorry, but I don't like Devora. No, because I don't know why, but no, just because of crap she did to Kotal Khan, because I can understand her perfectly why she abandoned Melina.
You've been caged.
Especially though when you read the comics and find out just how awful a person she was to her. She acts, I bet you deep down, because of what Reptile revealed, she at least has some respect for him. Because it's just like, gave him the perfect reason to turn against her. Okay, that I can understand. I don't understand how Jackie's somehow still standing. Because at least those two were beaten down by Sonya recently.
I'm a little old for hunting,
No. Get Shinnok.
but
In fact, can someone leave down in the comments how strong like a regular Sindel is? Oh.
you want him, you're gonna go
And here we see Shinnok's dumbest mistake.
Watch, Miss Cage, as I rend your father's flesh.
In all honesty, I would make Cade suffer by hurting his daughter first.
This is what awaits those who defy me.
Especially even though one of them is actually still capable of moving.
You son of a bitch!
It also has made me realize if he has Johnny and Cassie on his side, the other gods are completely fucked.
Holy shit, it does run in the family.
These are people who were literally born to beat up gods.
Cannot hope to survive.
But I wonder how Shinnok does feel after this. No, here's my problem with Shinnok in this fight. I hate that attack. And that one too. No, in the original game, Shinnok, in my opinion, in MK4, Shinnok was nowhere up to his potential. In this game, though, he's got a good. I believe he could give Shao Kahn a run for his money in this game. And we're talking about this incarnation in general, because if we talk about just the incarnation of the characters from this game, then I believe they match up better. Like Bo Raicho, for example. If you compare him to his original counterpart, the one in this version is more respectable. Which is why I really do like Bo Raicho. But I digress, and I apologize for going off on a random tangent there. No! I hate that attack. The only good thing I can say is he doesn't have an X-ray, because I can only imagine how powerful that thing would be. also my death. It always takes me more than one try to beat him. The only good thing is if I do lose, you guys will probably just see like the second round of whenever I win. I love doing that. I don't care whether it's a Shinnok or anybody. That's just fun to do. Okay, this won't kill you, but I love doing this. Alright, first time! I'm sorry, but I've had to record this part multiple times over and over, and I've actually never beaten him on like my first attempt. In fact, even in MK9, I've still never managed to do that in that game because I can't stand playing as Raiden in that game. Raiden's not too bad in this game, but I can do it in this game. Okay.
That you? Nice.
Cassandra Cage
Oh, so you actually can show human decency, Kung Jin.
in the Jinsei.
You know, I do apologize. I do give Kung Jin too much crap, in all honesty.
Cleansed.
Still don't like the guy, but he doesn't deserve all the crap I give him. Especially with one of the games I'll be doing later, Uncharted 2. There's a character in that game I really hate.
Watashi wa Joka Shimasu.
Jeez. And that is Shinnok's spell.
We must withdraw.
They somehow survived that. Once again, I don't know how they did. No, because as much people like to... No, because people hate this. I say it's kind of good because they pretty much make it clear that they only survived by sheer luck. And because Shinnok was a dumbass.
Can I wait?
Seriously, you had the perfect opportunity. Make Johnny Cage suffer. And then by killing his daughter. Fully eliminating his line. And then killing Johnny Cage himself. But no, he decided that he was... No, because I understand being overconfident and everything, but... Knowing that this guy was the reason why you did this, I'd make him suffer as much as possible.
I'll help him.
Especially though he's in a state where he can't do anything to me. And that plus, considering how old he is, his age would have probably slowed him down.
And to think, I was worried when you started dating.
Afraid I'd come home with someone like you.
Funny, beautiful.
But in the end, I am kind of happy because Johnny did live. Which is different from the original timeline because, if you look on the tombstones like any of the MK games, you'll see like you'll see one with Johnny Cage's name on it because Johnny Cage was killed by Motaro. If you look closely in MK9 in the cutscene where they're introducing Stryker, you can see that didn't happen in the new timeline. Raiden saved him. So Raiden actually managed to save somebody.
I believe it. And you did a great job with your team, Johnny.
You hear that, Cass? She called me Johnny.
In fact, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why he wasn't in MK3. Don't remember why Raiden wasn't. And that ends Mortal Kombat X, or Mortal Kombat 10, whichever one you want to call it. MKX, Mortal Kombat X, it doesn't really matter to me. And it's fun. It's a lot easier. I will admit this game was a lot easier to do than the game I was going to do in this place, MK9, because one, I'd have to get PlayStation Now, which in my opinion is a utter piece of crap. Because in all honesty, I hope that PlayStation Now does get defunct at some point. Love PlayStation, I hate PlayStation Now. Because in my opinion, if you like digitally own a game on PS3, you should be able to play it on your PS4. Because I digitally own I already digitally owned Injustice, but I had to rebuy it for this system, which Injustice will be next game coming up. But I digress. I'll talk about that all later on. Let's talk more about the story. Story mode is pretty fun. Nowhere near as long as it was in MK9, but it's serviceable. Gotta admit though, the way Shinnok goes down the exact same way is kind of messed up. And I can only imagine what's going on in his head right now. Like, I got beat the same way twice. Where did I go wrong? And I thought he realized just how stupid he's been throughout all this. Though I do have to admit though, I'm curious on what do they do after this, because this actually is a different take from like last time, because I'm pretty sure the next game in the timeline is Deadly Alliance. Both members of the Deadly Alliance are now dead. Technically, Shao Kahn is dead as well, so we can't have everything happen in Deception and stuff like that. Will Reptile still become Onaga? Will Baraka and Mileena ever come back? Okay, to be fair, let's be honest. Mileena will come back somehow. Either it's going to be another clone of Mileena because there were so many of them down in Shang Tsung Flesh Pit, or we're going to get in completely, or Mileena will come back in some weird way. We all know Mileena will probably come back. But how would if Shang Tsung and Quan Chi do come back and get another Deadly Alliance, how would that work out? That plus, I did actually, but I digress. There also are the QTEs in this game, which I really do like. Mostly because of the fact of, you mess up, you don't have to redo the entire thing. It's not like you messed up one, you gotta start all the way over. You mess up one, you just get something new to see. Which actually does make you want to go back and see some of them again.
Have I allowed Earthrealm to endure the horrors of war? Time and again, we've defeated our enemies, but we've exacted no retribution, demanded no remuneration.
Oh yeah, the reason why this happened because when Raiden cleansed the Jinsei, he used Shinnok. He had to, as you see, use Shinnok's power to do so. Doing so corrupted him. This is actually different from the last time because, well, actually both times Raiden has pretty much sacrificed himself for Earthrealm.
No quarter given. Shinnok was an elder god, impossible to kill. There are fates worse than death.
Poor Shinnok. Now, I do have to admit, I do like the fact of, that Kitana does get to rule over, like, Outworld now. I mean, not Outworld, but, like, the Netherrealm alongside Liu Kang. Which is something she couldn't do in the original timeline because she basically, in MK4, told Liu Kang that she had loved him and everything, but Liu Kang goes, I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta stay in Earthrealm and protect it. Liu Kang is a better man than I am, because if that would have happened to me, I honestly would just went like, you know what, Earthrealm can be fine. We got my boy Kung Lao, we got everyone else, we got the ninjas and all that. Earthrealm will be just fine. Though I do have to admit though, if you ever do get the chance, read the comics because you'll see a lot of improvement within a lot of characters. Especially if you're like me and you're fans of like Scorpion and Cyrax, because dear God did they give him a beautiful ending. I feel it honestly did make me sad because Cyrax is now dead along with Sector, along with the entire Tekun and Cyber Lin Kuei. But the way they get his send-off is just beautiful in my opinion. I love it. Though I will admit, some other things they did in that. Though I will also admit, Scorpion himself, how we see him grow. Jeez. He's a lot better in this timeline. Especially, because I was actually reminded of this by this image I saw the other day when I was on DeviantArt. It was a thing during the scene where you saw Johnny Cage nearly die, and after everyone else gets brought back from being a revenant. And at that, you see Scorpion in the corner, and at that, he just literally goes, "Woohoo! I'm alive, bitches! I have a face again!" And at that, Sonya's pissed because her and Johnny were having a moment. At that, Scorpion is just like, "I've been dead since game one. I'm having a moment." Which I can't blame, which I don't blame him. You've been dead since game one. We never got to see Scorpion alive until now. And he even got to rebuild his clan. Granted, he had to do it again considering stuff that happened in the comics. Again, read that to understand more. But it's still so fantastic what has happened to him and all the new stuff that's come from it. That plus, he finally got his revenge. Even in the original timeline, he never got his revenge. Even his ending in Armageddon never gave it to him. Because Scorpion got all of his clan to be brought back as humans this time. Elder gods were assholes by bringing them back as specters the first time. And after that, it turns out Quan Chi decided to get his son. I mean, to steal his son Satoshi. And at that, he sends everyone in the Shirai Ryu after him. Though in all honesty, things do turn out a lot better for a lot of characters. For example, Liu Kang may be dead, but at least his body's still with the spirit. This actually does make me wonder, what happens to Kotal Khan after all this? What happens to Outworld now that there's no other threat? What about Melina's forces like Rain and Tanya? And what about all the other characters we didn't get to see that much of? Is Bo Raicho, well, alright? Well, in all honesty, I do believe he is because, well, I don't think there's much could kill Bo Raicho in all honesty. In fact, throughout most of the games, Bo Raicho, I think, is one of the few characters who doesn't die. But anyway, this is actually going to be the end right here. Okay, that took too long. Alright everybody, I'd like to thank you all for joining me for this Let's Play, for my Let's Play Mortal Kombat X. But before I go, there's one more thing I have to show. Since I beat this game beforehand, the prompt didn't come up, but by beating the story mode, that's how you unlock Shinnok. Shinnok, unlike in Mortal Kombat 4, you have to actually unlock him by playing through story mode. He's the only character you have to do that for. And as you saw there, I have like all the DLC characters and everything like that. I'll be showing that off later on. But that's it for this, for now. This has been Zayred, and I thank you all for joining me for Mortal Kombat XL. And until next time.